I worked for a company that had more or less 200 employees. They were all good people. I loved them all, even the toxic ones. But I only respected around 5 of them. Why? Because I call them the caring professionals. They cared for the well-being of the company and also the well-being of those they worked with. And they were in high positions, earning very, very well. And one of them one day got promoted, so I approached him and I said, "Congratulations. What's the secret of your success?" And he said, "There's no secret. I just love my job." "Really?" I said. "And how do you get to love your job?" "Well, it starts with a decision to love your job and be grateful for it. That's it. That's all you need to do." 60% of all the employees in the Philippines are silently quitting. What does it mean? They're just doing what is needed, nothing more. They can do more, but they're just doing what is needed. In fact, most of the time they do less. And why? Because they feel they are underpaid and overworked. This was based on the research done by a consumer and analytic company known as Milieu Insight and was published at Philippine Star. Can you blame them? Life is hard, and if you're not earning enough to provide the basic needs for your family, then you probably do the same thing. So what can we do? What can employers do? They can't pay them more, but what they can do is try to convince them that it's not to their advantage to silently quit, especially at times like this. Because if the company does better and they need employees that for higher position, if you are not doing your job now the way you should, they will not choose you. They will not also improve your pay. And if the company does worse and they have to lay off people, would they not choose you as one of them to be laid off? Are you a toxic person? In some of the workshops I conducted, some of the participants would approach me and secretly tell me, "Sir, I hate my job." And I would say, "Why? Of course." And the answer is always more or less the same. "It's so toxic. There's so many people in my organization who are toxic." And my answer would always be the same and say, "You know, there will always be toxic people in organizations, okay? And you can look it up in Google to find out why they are toxic. But I want to tell you something that's not in Google. The reason they are toxic is because to them, you are toxic. And you know why? Because they do not agree with your ways. But can you change your ways? Maybe you can, okay? But if not, well, there's one thing you can do. Just accept them for who they are. Just show them that you like them and that you care for them. And that's it." Loneliness. They feel that they need to be loved for them to matter. And that makes them very lonely. And so what's the solution? I mean, sometime or the other, we feel lonely. Okay? We were born alone, we will die alone. Of course, we don't want that. We want to be able to be in the company of loving people. So if that's not possible, what to do? Well, there is one thing you can do. Help other people. That will make you divert your attention from your loneliness to something that's more meaningful. And it will make you happy. At work, you can do the same thing. You're working with so many people who, you think they don't really care for you, and maybe they don't. But be nice to them. Make them feel good. At least you're doing something good. Do you love your job? Many years ago, I conducted a workshop out of town, and it was 2.5-day workshop. And after the workshop, a participant approached me and said, "Sir, may I know why you are so seemingly happy?" I said, "What? You're the first person who ever asked me that question." Why? Let me see. I think it's because I love my job. I like connecting with people and learning from them. I like helping organizations achieve their goals. But last but not the least, I enjoy helping people become the best that they can be. What about you? Do you love your job?